Welcome back to the Gridiron Goons podcast. This is part 2 of the free agency news that we know from Wednesday. It's a lot. I didn't expect.
It is a lot.
I did not expect episode 1 to go 50
This
minutes.
is one of the best parts of the year.
Dude, honestly, there's so much more to talk about right now than there is during the year. Like, we could do an hour alone just on the Niners. We're not gonna. I won't let that happen. Anyway.
That would be gas.
No, it would not be gas. Anyway, there's just so much to talk about. Believe it or not, guys, we struggled sometimes to get 45 minutes during the season talking about games. It's hard. But when everyone's switching things, like, for me, for Sean, it's like one of the most exciting times of the year. Like,
yes.
Sometimes I like the offseason better than the regular season. I'll be honest with you. With that being said, we are now on to the NFC. If you did watch the AFC, thanks for joining us for part 2. If you're curious on, hey, I didn't see the AFC, it's the video or episode right before this one. Go ahead and check it out when you're done.
Part 1.
Yes. So, starting, we're going to go east, north, south, west. That's how NFL has it laid out. That's how we're going to lay it out. First comes first is America's team. It's the Cowgirls. They are signing. This is their moment, okay? This is when what's going on?
Nothing. Remember?
Quit
We're not
being
talking
like
about
that,
it.
you fucking cuck. Anyway, this is what's going to make or break their season right here, man. This rocket of a running back signing. Javonte Williams agreed to a 1-year, $3 million deal with a max value of $3.5 million.
Yes.
What the fuck are they doing? Offensive guard Robert Jones signing a 1-year deal up to $4.75 million.
Oh, hold on.
Go ahead.
It just worked out perfectly. I just got some breaking news, and we're actually on the Cowboys and running backs.
Oh, what's up?
We said we're not break.
Look, man, you're already interrupting the whole show. You might as well just say it.
The Cowboys lost Rico Dowdle.
I bet they did.
He's gone. He is now in Carolina.
Ew!
Hey, backing up Chuba Hubbard. You don't know what's going on.
What about Jonathan Brooks?
He's
Don't be like that. Anyway, Edge Peyton Turner signing a 1-year, $3 million deal with $2 million guaranteed.
great job.
Defensive lineman Osa Ogadizawa. I don't even know how to say his name. I just know PFF had him ranked 33rd for D tackles last season. There's only 32 teams in the league, so you guys do the fucking math. And they re-signed him on a 4-year, $80 million contract.
58 guaranteed.
What the fuck are they doing?
Hey, man, they know how to do it down there.
I'm telling you right now, if I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be rioting in the fucking streets. Solomon Thomas agreed to a 2-year deal. Linebacker Kenneth Murray Jr. acquired in a trade with the Titans in exchange for a late-round pick swap. I'm going to take a second on this one, too. Cornerback Khair Elam acquired in a trade with the Bills, along with a 25 6th round in exchange for a 25 5th round and a 26 6th round.
That dude couldn't cover himself with a blanket.
Dude, they were targeting him in the championship game. He was on the Bills, as I said. They were targeting Elam, and the announcers said they're throwing the ball wherever Elam is. He can't do anything. Maybe a change of scenery is all he needs. Okay, fine. I like the argument.
Sometimes.
Right, I like the argument. But when a guy puts on that terrible of a showing in an AFC championship game where they're throwing the ball your direction because there's nothing you can do about it is fucking wild to me.
Stinky.
Cornerback C.J. Goodwin re-signed a 1-year deal. Safety Marquise Bell re-signed to a 3-year deal worth up to $12 million. Bell was a restricted free agent. I don't know why why it says that. Long snapper. Trent Sieg re-signing on a free agent deal. Punter Brian Anger re-signing on a 2-year deal. And now this one is the only good move that I've seen thus far. Kick returner, wide receiver, and best special team player in the NFL, in my opinion. Cavante Turpin re-signed with 3-year, $18 million deal.
Also known as Kevin Turpin.
Yeah, all you got to do is ask Taylor. That's Kevin Turpin right there. That dude's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I love him.
Turpin is an absolute fucking dog. I know I keep bringing it up, but it still just amazes me when he muffed the kickoff, grabbed the ball, said, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with this thing?"
Gone.
Cut a spin move, 6 people hit the ground, and that dude was in the end zone.
The dude's just nasty.
He's
Good
so
for him.
fucking good, and I hope they start using him in the offense more. Get him in the slot. Give him some backfield movement, please. That guy's such an asset to your team. You want to take away the Giants, buddy?
Yeah, we're going to... Oh, Tommy DeVito.
Oh!
He re-signed
Tommy
on a
Gunner.
1-year deal.
Damn it, good.
They also re-signed Darius Slayton on a 3-year deal worth up to
Yeah, you're reading that right.
$36 million for 3 years.
But they wouldn't pay Saquon. That's fucking wild, bro. Oh, my God.
They re-signed Amir Smith-Marset, tight end Chris Manhertz, offensive tackle Stone Forsyth, offensive tackle James Hudson on a 2-year, $12 million deal that has a max value of $16 million. Edge Chauncey Golston.
I like him.
Let's go. Agreed to a 3-year, $19.5 million deal. They also inked up Roy Robertson Harris, signed a 2-year, $9 million contract that has a max value of $10 million. Linebacker Chris Board agreed to a 2-year deal worth up to $6 million.
Good signing right here.
Cornerback Paulson Adebo signing a 3-year, $54 million contract that includes $36 million fully guaranteed.
Great signing.
Solid right here, too. Javon Holland.
Javon Holland.
Inked for a 3-year, $45.3 million deal. That includes $30.3 in guarantees, bro. Where the hell are they going to get all these Brink trucks at?
I don't know, but you know what? Not going to lie. The Giants' defense is looking pretty stout.
Stop.
Dexter Lawrence comes back. You got Chauncey Goldston on one side. Linebacker core still, not
Still
great.
got Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau.
It's really not bad if you start. Their front four, solid as fuck.
Yeah.
And then you got Paulson Adebo and Javon Holland. The only thing they're missing is the middle. They need a linebacker.
And they could potentially get Travis Hunter in the draft.
Yeah, they have that ability. And he knocks out the problem of wide out and corner. Because multiple coaches have said they will let him play both sides, which I did not think they would do. But at the combine, they talked to him and they said, we will let him do that. And he said it shouldn't be a concern because the NFL game is slower than a college game, so it'll feel like a break. Wow.
You'll be punished more in the pros.
That's 100% true. You're not playing, nobody, some one-star recruits. You're playing NFL caliber players. Even the ones we like to say are trash. Guess what? We'll never come anywhere close to what they're capable of.
Hey,
they are still superhuman
You might call them
athletes.
trash, but if you made it, you made it.
You made it, you made it.
That's saying something.
Absolutely. Except for Danny Dimes.
They also signed punter Jamie Gillen and long snapper Casey Creeder on a free agent deal.
We're doing a lot of air horn. I love that. Fuck it. Philadelphia Eagles. We talked about this one in last episode, but they acquired DTR from the Browns in a trade, along with a 25 fifth-round pick in exchange for Kenny Pickett. Here was another great signing. I'll stop with the air horn after that one. Okay, just leave me alone. Saquon Barkley signing a 2-year extension worth $41.2 million in new money, with $36 million guaranteed at signing and $15 million more in incentives. He's going to be making roughly around $20 million a year, and Saquon has single-handedly reset the running back market, and there's nobody that deserves that money more than Saquon Barkley.
Think about the year he had, leaving a shitty-ass Giants team, signing with the Eagles, getting paid, getting well paid,
Compensated.
winning a Super Bowl, winning Offensive Player of the Year, getting 2,000 yards in rushing. What a year for Saquon.
Yeah.
Well deserved the money.
100%. I love every bit of that. Next up, they signed his backup, A.J. Dillon, to a 1-year deal. Didn't he just have like a fucking neck problem last year?
I don't know, but remember we were like, sorry, preacher.
Sorry, preach. Call in if you hate that. Offensive guard Kenyon Green, we talked about this last episode as well. Acquired along with a 26 fifth-round pick in a trade with the Eagles in exchange for C.J. Gardner-Johnson and a 26 sixth-rounder. They also re-signed Zach Bond, which is phenomenal for them. He had a great year. He was damn near out of the league, practice squad type guy. Came into their fold, and did he make second team All-Pro? Is that what it was? Defensive second team?
It was some of them along them lines.
Very awesome. Good for you, dude.
Wait, was he heading up the scout team?
I believe so.
Possibly, yeah.
He re-signed a 3-year, $51 million deal with $34 million guaranteed.
Moving on to the Commanders, they re-signed, which I get this. He's been there. He's a solid backup. Marcus Mariota, 1-year deal, $8 million.
$8 million's too much. But
They re-signed Jeremy McNichols to back up. Mm-hmm. Wait, do they still have Eckler too?
I believe so.
Okay.
I think he's still got 1 more year.
This one stings a little bit. They got wide receiver Deebo Samuel in a trade with the Niners in exchange for a 5th-round pick. Yeah, so a lot of people are like, oh my God, you only got a 5th-rounder for Deebo. But guys, look, here's the deal. Washington did us a favor. Mm-hmm. That's why it's a 5th-round pick. They took on Deebo's money.
$18 million cap hit.
That's why it's a 5th-round pick.
And you guys absorbed, I believe, 0 dead cap from that. Wow.
Wish him luck.
Do you, though? I want to play for
Maybe I'm being professional.
Fuck that.
Oh.
We're anything but professional on this channel.
So moving on from Deebo, we're going to tight end John Bates. Re-signed on a 3-year, $21 million deal that includes $11.52 million fully guaranteed and carries a max value $25.5 million. I've never even heard of John Bates.
Yeah, I was going to say, who the fuck is John Bates?
This shit's getting wild, bro. Tight end, I seen this one coming. Tight end Zach Ertz re-signed for another year.
Retirement tour.
Huge. Guys, the Commanders got offensive tackle Laramie Tunsil in a trade with the Texans, along with a 2025 4th-round pick in exchange for a 3rd and a 7th-round pick in this year's upcoming draft, and a 2nd and a 4th in next year's draft. That
Laramie
great
Tunsil.
news for Daniels.
Holy shit, yeah.
That's huge.
It is.
Ex-Niner. Defense lineman Javon Kinlaw agreed on a 3-year, $45 million deal with $30 million guaranteed.
Yeah, they're really.
Hey, bro, he's not even out.
He's not bad. You can't sit here and tell me he's bad. If you tell me he's bad, you're gay. I don't make the rules.
Linebacker Bobby Wagner re-signed.
Retirement
to a 1-year
tour.
deal worth up to $9.5 with $8 guaranteed.
Love B-Wags. Future Hall of Famer.
Cornerback Jonathan Jones on a 1-year deal. Safety Will Harris on a 2-year, $8 million contract with a max value of $10 million. Kicker Zane Gonzalez.
Dog.
Free agent deal. And punter Tressway re-signing on a 1-year deal.
And moving into the NFC North, Preacher would take on this reading, but
Well, maybe he still can. Call into the Goons line.
agreed, fully agreed. Call in. I'll start anyway until you call in. The Chicago Bears. Did I say Chicago? I mean Chicago Bears. Tight end Durham Smythe signed to a 1-year deal. Now, here is where it gets interesting because you can definitely tell they're trusting Caleb Williams with their life. Offensive guard Jonah Jackson acquired in a trade with the Los Angeles Rams in exchange for a 25 6th-round pick. I don't know who's making the deals over there in Chicago, but they're doing a hell of a job.
Ryan Poles.
Well, he's doing a hell of a job.
Yeah.
Because next one is even better. Offensive guard, 2-year straight Pro Bowler, Joe Tooney, acquired in a trade with the Chiefs in exchange for a 26 4th-round pick.
Next one's even better.
Drew Dahlman agreed to a 3-year, $42 million contract with $28 million guaranteed. You want to talk about an interior force of a line? They got it now. Like, wow. Good for the Bears. Good for Caleb.
And
good for Swift.
Possibly good for Genty.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I'm just
There's only
saying.
a couple teams I want him to go to, all right? One of them's my team. Not the Buccaneers, but my fantasy team. The fuck? Anyway. Edge. Deo. Odingbo agreed to a 3-year, $48 million contract with $32 million fully guaranteed. This one
I like this.
is awesome. Grady Jarrett signed to a 3-year, $43.5 million deal. What the fuck is his name? Hold on. I got it. Amin Ogbongbing. No. Ogbongbemiga.
Ogbongbemiga.
I don't believe you. Re-signing on a 2-year, $5 million deal. And
Another long snapper.
long snapper Scott Daly. Sorry. Signing on a 1-year deal. Gotta love that. And by the way, I said I wasn't going to use an air horn. This is my fucking show. Don't tell me what to do.
With that, moving on to the Lions. Defensive end Marcus Davenport's re-signing on a 1-year deal worth up to $4.7 million. Defensive tackle Roy Lopez signing a 1-year, $4.65 million deal. Defensive lineman Levi
Onwuzurike?
re-signing on a 1-year, $5.5 million deal. Linebacker
Big
Derek
one.
Barnes signed a 3-year, $25.5 million extension with $16 million fully guaranteed at signing.
And here is the best one.
DJ Reed signing a free agent deal.
DJ Reed is going to be phenomenal.
Is he though?
Yes. He's going to be phenomenal in that defense. And here is the I haven't done anything Packers. Offensive guard Aaron Banks
Niner.
agreed to a 4-year, $77 million deal. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie re-signed on a free agent deal. Cornerback Nate Hobbs agreed to a 4-year, $48 million deal with $16 million guaranteed. And kicker Brandon McManus re-signed to a 3-year contract worth $15.3 million with a $5 million signing bonus.
All right. On to the lovely people in Minnesota.
And they have been balling.
They've been
out.
busy. Minnesota, y'all been busy.
They've been balling.
Minnesota, answer
Oh my God.
the world a question. Please bring in Rodgers.
Yeah, we're bagging you.
Do the Favre, please.
We're bagging you. from the Gridiron Goons.
But they went ahead and they're like, fuck it. Let's re-sign Aaron Jones.
30-year-old
which
Aaron
they did,
Jones.
On a 2-year, $20 million deal with $13 million guaranteed. Offensive guard Will French Fries agreed to a 5-year, $88
Dog.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's a fat ass
5-year,
contract.
$88 million deal. Center Ryan Kelly on a 2-year, $18 million deal with $9 million guaranteed. Defensive
Dude, I didn't see that until just now. That's what I was freaking out about.
They got Jonathan Allen.
And the guy right under him.
Ex-Niner.
Well, no one gives a shit about that. Dude.
Okay.
Their defense is putting in fucking work, boy. Oh, shoot.
So they inked Allen on a 3-year, $51 million deal that has a max value of $60 million. And they inked Hargrave on a 2-year, $30 million with $19 million guaranteed.
Wow.
Also, cornerback Byron Murphy.
Dude.
Is re-signing on a 3-year, $54 million. Where the hell did Minnesota get all this money?
I don't know, but I'm glad they're using it. Good for them.
Also got cornerback Isaiah Rogers, cornerback Tavir Thomas, safety Theo Jackson. They got Theo on a 2-year deal for $12.6 with an extension through the 2027 season. First 2 years of his contract fully guaranteed at signing. Punter Ryan Wright. Minnesota's busy, boy.
Dude, and that defense, them first 3 names you just said, Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, Byron Murphy. That's nasty.
Is it, though?
Yeah, actually. Like, good for you guys. Putting in the work. You know, you deserve this. Absolutely. Now on to the South, the toughest division in football. Right?
No.
Fuck off. The Hotlanta Falcons. Wide receiver Kadarrell Hodge re-signing on a 2-year deal worth $6 million. Offensive tackle Jake Matthews signing a 2-year, $45 million extension with $38 million fully guaranteed. Edge Leonard Floyd signed a 1-year, $10 million. Linebacker Divine Diablo agreed to a 2-year, $14 million deal that includes $8 million in year 1. And long snapper Liam McCullough signed a 4-year extension per the Falcons. You hit the next 2 teams so I can have the Bucks at the bottom.
Going on to the Carolina Panthers. Re-signed Andy Dalton to back up Bryce Young. Broke this news about 10 minutes ago. They just signed running back Rico Dowdle on a 1-year deal worth up to $6.25 million. Re-signed Tommy Tremble for a 2-year deal worth up to $16 million. That includes $8 million guaranteed. Brady Christensen, the offensive guard, is re-signing on a 1-year, $2.78 million deal. Center Austin Corbett re-signing. Edge Patrick Jones, the second, agreed on a 2-year deal worth up to $20 million. Defensive lineman Tershawn Wharton agreed to a 3-year deal worth up to $54 million with $30 million guaranteed. Let's go, Tershawn.
Okay. Talk your shit, bro.
Yeah, you got to show the big some love. Get in there and get that nose tackle Bobby Brown III on a 3-year, $21 million deal that has a max value of $27. Linebacker Christian Roseboom signing a 1-year deal. This one's
huge. We thought he was getting traded or cut or whatever the fuck.
That was the rumor mill.
Okay, go ahead.
But no, they got their guy. He's staying. He ain't going nowhere. J.C. Horn, a 4-year extension worth $100 million with $70 million guaranteed.
He's a dog.
He is.
He's a dog.
His dad was a dog too.
He was?
Yes.
Who was his dad?
Is this dude serious right now?
I understand the whole keep your friends closer and your enemies closer, but I'm not trying to get close to any Panther fans. I'll be honest with you.
Joe Horn. Cornerback Mike Jackson agreed to terms on a free agent deal. Safety Trayvon Moehrig.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
He's inking a 3-year deal for $51 million that has a max value of $60 million. And punter Sam Martin signing a 1-year deal for $3 million. Moving on to the shit show that is the New Orleans Saints. Wide receiver Dante Pettis. Oh, he was a Niner.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, we took him in. That was another first-round bust. Excuse me. The Saints signed Dante Pettis to a 1-year deal. They locked up tight end Juwan Johnson, re-signing him on a 3-year, $30.7 million deal that has a max value of $34.5 million. It also includes, but is not limited to, $21.25 million in guaranteed. Defensive lineman Devon Goodshow acquired in a trade with the Patriots in exchange for a 7th-round draft pick.
This is a big one.
Edge Chase Young is returning on a 3-year.
Yeah.
$51 million deal.
You know what's crazy?
Wow.
Last year, I remember they were like $50 million under the cap. What the fuck happened?
Wow.
I don't know how they're signing anybody.
The Chase Young deal's got a max value of $57 million.
Insanity.
This is a good one. They got safety Justin Reed on a 3-year, $31.5 million deal with $22.5 million fully guaranteed. Still going to be a shit show.
On to the best team in the league. Next year's Super Bowl winners. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We had 3 perfect 10 out of 10 signings, in my opinion. I'll read them as follows. Wide receiver Chris Godwin re-signed to a 3-year, $66 million deal with $44 million fully guaranteed at signing. Let's fucking go, dude. I was so worried that we were going to lose Chris Godwin. He's the second greatest Buccaneers wide receiver of all time. He's making up a top 3 wideout duo in the fucking league. And the rumor mill was he was going to the Pats. That was the rumor mill. And I'm so fucking happy that didn't happen. You guys have no idea. No idea. I saw that the Chris Godwin deal went through, and I was having the best day of my life after that. I really was.
Yeah, that's a good signing. Chris Godwin's a dog.
Yes. Thank you for that. Little bit less, but it's still great. Ben, I believe it's Breedson, re-signing on a 3-year, $22 million deal.
Go Blue.
And here is another 10 out of 10 perfect signing. Levante David, re-signing on a 1-year, $10 million contract. That's $9 million guaranteed. And we need him. I believe he's going into his year 35 season. I believe he's going to be 35 years old playing middle linebacker. Retirement tour, just like B-Wags. He had an amazing season last year at 34. It was one of his best seasons. He had a great fucking season. Sign me up for Levante David again this year. Give a fuck. And another 10 out of 10. We're getting edge rusher Hassan Reddick. Agreed to a 1-year, $14 million deal with $12 million completely guaranteed. Listen to me. Hassan Reddick only does one thing well. And that's get to the fucking quarterback. And guess what? We need people that can get to the fucking quarterback.
Yeah, but you could also go out and get Devin White.
I don't want him ever coming back to my city the way he was at the end. Fuck that. Hassan Reddick with Yaya Diaby on the other side, Vita Vea in the middle. Sign me up all fucking day
No
long.
longer Joe Tryon Shayanka.
No, there's a reason he's not on my team anymore. He wasn't that good. Not saying he was a shitter, but he's not what we needed. We need a dog on that line. We got one with Yaya. Now we got the other with Reddick. Sign me all the way the fuck up. The Buccaneers are making a deep playoff run next year, and you can mark my motherfucking words. Mark my words. I got a reclap sync. Anyway, it's happening. You're going to tell me. I believe that they can play with the Lions and they can play with Philly. We are up there. Give a fuck. Anyway, that does it for the best division in football, the NFC South. Let's move on to the West, shall we? You start this one because you'll end up on the Niners.
I don't want to.
You want me to end up on the Niners? You don't want that, do you? You fucking fire-breathing dragon or
I
something?
didn't even do that, dude. That was crazy.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
That was awesome.
If you're watching on YouTube, you might have seen what happened, but smoke just kind of rolled out of his fucking nose.
Because of what's going on in the Bay.
It had to be the douche flute. You have a douche flute. A little breezy breeze.
So, guys, the NFC West with the Arizona Cardinals.
Go ahead.
Signed quarterback Jacoby Brissett to a free agent deal. Re-signed wide receiver Zay Jones. Re-signed offense tackle Calvin Beachum. Re-signed offensive guard Evan Brown to a 2-year deal worth up to $11.5. Edge rusher Baron Browning re-signed on a 2-year, $15 million deal. Edge LJ Collier re-signing on a 1-year deal worth up to $4 million. Edge Josh Sweat. Okay.
Wow. I didn't see that one.
Okay.
Wow.
Now you're trying to get fancy, Arizona. Okay. Edge rusher Josh Sweat agreed on a 4-year contract worth up to...
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
Wow. $76.4 million, including $41 million guaranteed.
I'm shocked that's it. If I can just be honest with you. He's in the prime of his career. That dude's a fucking dog.
Dude, they also got linebacker Akeem Davis-Gather agreed to a 2-year, $11 million contract along with long snapper Aaron Brewer.
Long snapper love, bro. Legitimate. Josh Sweat. We said they needed to ramp up that fucking defense, and by God, they did it, didn't they?
Remember, we were also like, F them.
The Rams re-signed Jimmy G on a 1-year deal.
Okay.
Worth $4.5 million guaranteed with a max value of $13.5 million. Matthew Stafford, the guy they were thinking of trading, agreed to restructure the contract that will likely be finalized after free agency opens, so we'll probably get that notification soon. The veteran QB, who had 2 years remaining on his existing contract, had received permission from the Rams to speak with other teams about his value, but ultimately decided to take a revised deal to stay in LA. Now, I do know one thing that's not on this list, and that's the Giants made a huge offer for Matthew Stafford, and he turned it down. It was well over $100 million. I don't blame him. I think it was like 3 years, $100 million, like something similar to Sam Darnold. And I don't blame him one bit. But I'm not going to lie to you. Having Matthew Stafford throw to Malik Neighbors, that's kind of legit. I'll be completely honest. Huge signing because they have released Cooper Kupp, which we will not obviously be talking about. It's not in here. The Rams, as of now, have officially released Cooper Kupp. And they brought in even older wide receiver, Davante Adams. He agreed on a 2-year contract worth $46 million, $26 million fully guaranteed, and $12 million in a signing bonus. I fully agree with this decision. Cooper Kupp, I had full faith in him at the beginning of the season. It looked like I was right for a couple weeks, and then everything went downhill. Unfortunately for Cooper Kupp, it's time to hang it up. He's injury prone now. He can't create the separation he used to. He's still good, yes.
He's only 31.
But some people age faster than others. Like Davante Adams is 32. I'll trust Davante Adams 100 times more than I will Cooper Kupp. Davante is going to take a lot of pressure off of Puka Nacua, even though Puka's proven that he is the one over there. I don't think Devontae can take that away from him either. I mean it.
Devontae already took his number away from him.
I think he got paid. I could be wrong, but I think he got paid for it.
Puka went back to his BYU number 12.
He did. He did. Anyway, here, Tutu Atwell is resigning on a 1-year, $10 million deal. That is $5 million signing bonus and $5 million fully guaranteed. So, offensive tackle Alaric Jackson resigning on a 3-year, $57 million deal that includes $35 million guaranteed. And to finish it out, defensive lineman Poona Ford signing a 3-year deal worth up to $29.6 million.
Yep.
And now on to the star of the show.
On to the Niners, signed running back Patrick Taylor. Wide receiver Demarcus Robinson, who I briefly skimmed over a report. It looks like he's going to be suspended for an amount of games next year.
Who is?
Demarcus Robinson, who we just signed. More to come on that. We got Kittle, backup tight end Luke Farrell, agreed on a 3-year deal worth up to $20.25 million with $11 million guaranteed. Offensive guard Ben Barch signed a 1-year extension. Linebacker Luke Gifford signed a 1-year deal. And safety Richie Grant agreed to a 1.5 million deal with $200,000 guaranteed. So as you know, the Niners have been cleaning house. It's no secret we have to get Brock paid. We let go of a lot of big, huge names. Off the top of my head, I know Debo. So starting on the offense side, I know Debo, Aaron Banks, Elijah Mitchell. The one that hurt me really bad was Juice.
I found just some of the names.
Yeah, we're talking Greenlaw, Ward, Hufanga, your Malik Collins.
It's bad. It's like 19 players.
Yeah.
At this point, just to pay one.
Javon Hargrave. With that being said, any true football fan knows when you go all in to go after that ring, you go all in hard. And that's what we've done the past 3 years with these massive contracts we've given out. Mm-hmm. We all knew this time was coming. Everyone wants to be surprised. It shouldn't be surprised. We have to absolutely crush the draft this year.
Yes.
And to my surprise, fucking Moody is still on the team. Since we're cutting people left and right, why is he still on the team? But we shouldn't be shocked by this. We went all in the past 3 years, gave out massive contracts, and now it's time to pay the Reaper. Our Reaper right now, unfortunately, is our own quarterback, who well-deservedly should be paid. And I'm fully behind that. I'm behind Brock. I think he should get a bag. We're going to have to rebuild this thing up and start again.
I need to ask you one thing, because I did read that the Niners and Purdy are currently on bad terms because they hit him with an offer at $45 million. That is false?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Do you know anything?
This rumor swirling around about C-Mac is absurd. The rumor swirling around Ayuk available is absolutely correct. He is on the block.
Yes. They made that abundantly clear.
And I am perfectly content. I really, really like the idea of Jennings being the one paired next to Ricky. We still have Kittle. We still have C-Mac. Hopefully he can come back. As of right now, we still have Mason, but he does have a second-round tender on him. So if you want him, you got to give us a second. We got Isaac Rindo. We got Jacob Cowing, who was a rookie we took in the fourth last year, is real promising. It's not going to be like it was. We're not going to see the flashy names like we have the past 3-4 years making NFC runs. This is what happened, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we went all in. It didn't pay out. We didn't get a ring, but we tried.
At least you got there.
We did get there. And now we're at the ass end of it, and this is what happens. You got to break it down to build it back up.
I get it. Moving on from there, we're on to the Seattle Seahawks. Quarterback Sam Darnold signing a 3-year, $100.5 million deal with $55 million guaranteed and $37.5 million in year one. So they are front paying the man. Here is something crazy to me. I thought that we were going to not see Darnold get a contract like that because of his final 3 games.
They looked right past him and said, here you go.
Yeah, they saw games, 1 through 15. But when they looked at 16, 17, and 18, it was, oh no, we just found Jets Sam Darnold, not Vikings Sam Darnold. He came back. Mm-hmm. And they signed him. And I want to know, as a Seahawks hater, what do you think? Are you happy with them signing Sam Darnold? Would you rather have them have Geno Smith?
It depends. I can't really answer that until I see him out there. Are we going to get this past year first regular season game Vikings Sam Darnold, or Carolina Panthers Sam Darnold, or last 2 games Sam Darnold, playoff game Sam Darnold?
But you got to think.
Let's not get it twisted either, guys. JSN is no Jay Jettis.
Right. Thank you. That's where I was about to go with this.
So I've been seeing, he had Jettis, now he's got JSN. That shouldn't even be a comparison. No. What are you guys thinking?
Not even close.
Stop that. That's nonsense.
Jettis is Hall of Fame. JSN.
He's going to put up better, even the same numbers. He's got JSN just like he had Jefferson in Minnesota. Stop. What are you doing?
Stop it. And they have less of a run game. They have less of an O-line, in my opinion. They don't have a tight end.
You don't have DK no more. You got JSN.
And they don't even have Lockett.
Oh yeah, Lockett's gone.
Yeah, they released Lockett. That's not on here. That's another thing. Yeah, if you're following us on Facebook, you will see all the other stuff because we share it as soon as it comes out. As soon as we see it, we share it. We want you guys to be informed.
Well, he's got JSN. Stop.
Yeah, I don't get it. MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, signing a 1-year contract worth up to $5.5 million.
Great.
Offensive tackle Josh Jones agreed to a 1-year deal worth up to $4.75 million. Here's a good one. They got a good one. Edge rusher DeMarcus Lawrence agreed to a 3-year deal worth $42 million with $18 million guaranteed. Solid. D-line Jaran Reed signed to a 3-year deal worth up to $25 million. And linebacker Ernest Jones re-signed to a 3-year, $33 million deal with $15 million guaranteed.
Don't get it twisted. They don't have Jake Bobo no more either.
They don't?
Didn't he sign somewhere?
I don't think so. They got a man named Bobo. Anyway, is that the bottom of our list?
One thing I didn't mention about the Niners, we also lost.
Here we go.
Wait, no, I did mention him. Elijah Glass Mitchell.
You did. I think that was the first name out of your mouth, which is a good time for you. That is the end of our list. So I want to do the same kind of thing that we were talking about last episode. What's your 3 favorite signings? And we're going to say not including your favorite team, because I'm obviously going to say Levante David, Chris Godwin, and Hassan Reddick, right? So 3 that are not your team favorite signings.
Okay, give me a second. I really like the re-signing of Godwin. Just because I like Godwin as a player. Ever since he come from Penn State, I enjoyed watching him.
Well,
I really like the trade for Tunzel to help Daniels, protect Daniels.
that was going to be one of mine, so I won't say that now.
I like that. Third,
I have 2 package deals that I'm making for my call outs, so I'll let you do your third first.
I don't know, man.
Well, I'll tell you mine for now. And they're package deals. I'm not even going to lie to you. The package deals of all of the O linemen that the Bears brought in.
I guess
That's one of mine right there.
I like the Tooney pick.
I'm talking all 3. I'm lumping them in as a group. The O line that the Bears brought in, that's number 1. Okay. Number 2 is the D line that the fucking Vikings brought in. Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. That's nasty work, boy. And both of them are obviously in the North. And I'm kind of in between. Because part of me, you know what, fuck it. Arizona Cardinals Josh Sweat.
What?
Yeah. I was thinking Rams Devontae Adams. But Josh Sweat is in the prime of his career, had a great fucking season. And now he's on a 4-year contract, on a cheap contract, in my opinion. I think he's worth more than that. And fortunately for the Cardinals, he was able to take a team-friendly deal.
Yeah.
Do you have a third now, after I've mentioned that, not including your own team?
So, I really like the re-signing of Aaron Jones.
Really?
Yes.
I was not.
I know he's getting up there in age, but...
He had an okay season last year. His last year in Green Bay, he was injured for most of it.
Who's to say they're not going to get younger at the draft?
I hope so. I mean, I hope they pick up one of the studs. You keep saying running backs are deep.
Yep.
So this is the year to pick one up and maybe have him share a little bit, you know? Take some load off of Jones's back, and also a new guy gets kind of eased into the NFL instead of just that, front starting role. Like we like to talk about Bucky last year. We said if he wanted to start right off the bat, he probably wouldn't be as good as he is.
Right.
He kind of got eased in. So, in my opinion, they're definitely going to have to draft a running back. And I'm looking for them to draft a running back early. And I do have an honorable mention for Kevontae Turpin, for the re-signing of Kevontae Turpin.
Good for him.
Absolutely. Guys, please let us know your favorite signings in the comments. We'd love to hear them. Like I said, Friday we are probably going to record again because we're assuming there's going to be a shit ton more news that comes out.
With a preacher.
And a possible T-Bone sighting. We don't know yet. But yeah, we'll probably be recording on Friday, and if we do, we gotta assume it'll come out probably Monday.
Yeah.
If it does drop on Saturday, good for you guys, but most of you guys don't watch our shit on the weekend anyway. So anyway, I'm with the Sean O'Mac.
See ya.
And that's us, the Gridiron Goons, at the Gridiron Goon Studios. And always remember, when you're grading everybody's free agency pickups, you can't put your own teams first because that makes you look like shit.
And always remember, when you don't want to win football games, go to Pittsburgh, where they don't even have a quarterback.
This is your week.